What's up? This is Jameson with Kozmo King TCG here to do an updated Harpie Lady deck profile with all the new support from Legendary Duelist Sisters of the Rose. Was finally able to get all the new Harpie support within the last couple days. Been testing out, built this version of the deck. I'll probably have another updated version here in the next week or so, doing a little bit more testing and testing out different builds for Harpies like my old anti-meta deck. Just waiting for Savage Strike to come out to do another profile. But to start out with the main deck Harpies, of course we're playing 3 of the new Harpie Perfumer. When she's normal or special summoned, you can add a spell or trap card that specifies Harpie Lady Sisters in its text and add it from deck to hand. If you have a level 5 or higher Harpie monster, like if you have Harpie's Pet Dragon, Harpie Lady Sisters, you can add 2 with different names. It's just a really good card. This is actually the hardest one out of it to really get, or at least pull out of the packs. Next up, we have the best starter card for Harpies, and that is the triple Harpie Channeler. Opening Harpie Channeler is the nuts. This basically lets you do your rank 7 plays by bringing out the Harpie's Pet Dragon, since she does become a level 7 if there is a dragon type monster on your side of the field. And basically you just discard 1 Harpie card from hand to special summon any Harpie monster from the deck. So like when you use her later down the line, you can bring out the Perfumer or any of the other ones to either get the adds or pop off any of their other effects. Next up, we of course play the triple Harpie Harpists. This is probably the best card you can discard with Channeler, because you get that search at the end phase when she's in the grave. Her first effect's still actually really good to help you get through some plays. Is when she's normal summoned, you can target 1 winged beast monster you control and 1 card your opponent controls, and return them both back to hand. So like say you have multiples, bring her out, pop, target one of yours and your opponent's, spin them back to hand, and then go off with your plays. Like I've had it before where I had use Hysteric Party to get this Dancer and Chandler back out, use Dancer effect to bounce back the Harpist, normal summon Harpist, bounce back Dancer, and your opponent's monster. Then you can go off and use Chandler's effect to bring out either the Harpie's Pet Dragon or any of the other Harpie monsters in the deck. Next up, we play triple Harpie Queen. Of course, have it in 3 different rarities because the ulti is really expensive right now. It's basically your searcher for terraforming and a beat stick, because that 1900 does help out, and searching out Hunting Ground can help out with other cards you play in the deck and to clear back row for your opponent. Since I do run 3 Hunting Ground, I do run the 3 Harpie Queen just in case. I feel like Hunting Ground gets way underestimated a lot of the time. And for my 1-ups, I of course play the 1 Harpie's Pet Dragon for the Channeler play to make Tomahawk or any of the other rank 7s that you could make at that time. Next up, I play 1 of the Oracle, Harpie's Oracle. I may bump it up to 2 later down the line because I do like her effect. If you open her with the Chandler play, she's a free special summon. And if you haven't used, at least if you've used any of the spell or trap cards for the turn, because when she's normal or special summon, you can target a spell or trap card in the graveyard that lists Harpie Lady Sisters in its card text and add it to hand at the end phase. That's the only problem with this, is it's at the end phase instead of like when she's summoned. That way you can continuously like go off with the card to go through with everything. Then of course we play the 1 Harpie Dancer. Only playing 1 right now. Once Conductor comes out, she'll be way more viable. That way you're able to just bounce back things your opponent has her and Harpist become even better. That comes out. I can't wait till we get Conductor in the TCG. Of course, play the one Cyber Harpie Lady for the one of the Elegant Egotist targets. She's important because like she's just a huge beat stick for it, so you can bring out other ones. And I'm only playing 2 Egotist targets because I have multiple cards to either search or recycle Egotist, and I can recycle the Harpie monsters once they're in grave. And the other one I play, of course, is the one Harpie Lady one for just namesake and the boost for 300 attack for all wind monsters. Because having her or the Yugioh out or the Giant Fly or Great Fly, yeah, Great Fly, not Giant Fly. It's just extra attack boost to go for the OTK. And of course, can't have a deck without playing Triple Ash Blossom. Very good hand trap. Very versatile. I like playing 3 of it. I like being able to use it. That's why I run it. I still run it at 3 for the time being. Pretty self-explanatory what Ash does. For the spells, I run, of course, like I said earlier, the Triple Harpie Hunting Ground. Anytime a Harpie monster is Harpie Lady or Harpie Lady Sisters is summoned, normal or special, you target a spell or trap card on the field and destroy that target. And it is mandatory to destroy, so like if you summon too many, you do have to pop your own cards at that point, which does help out with the Hysteric Signs, which of course you run 3 of because search Egotist from the deck, also let you add Egotist from the graveyard back to hand. And then if it's destroyed, or if it's sent from the field or hand to the graveyard, at the end phase you can add 3 Harpie cards with different names from your deck to your hand, which helps you search out Feather Duster and set up your next turn for either another channel play or anything else. And it's up to 3, so you don't always have to add 3 to hand in case you need like something still in there in the deck. The only downside is you can only use once of the effects per turn, so you can't add the Egotist and then just pop it to get the search. That'd be too busted if so. Next up, we play 3 of the Alluring Mirror Split, which is one of the new spells. Really good spell card in my opinion. If a Harpie monster is destroyed by battle, you can special summon another Harpie monster from your deck with a different original name. So like you can't use like a Harpie Queen to go into Harpie Queen or so on and so forth, and everything has a different original name except for the Cyber Harpie Lady and Harpie Lady 1. They're always counted as Harpie Lady. Another good thing is if this card is destroyed by your opponent's card effect or a Harpie card effect, you can special summon any Harpie monster from your graveyard to the field. This is a good way to bring out Dragon later down the line. And then you just activate Hysteric Party and give Dragon like a huge boost in attack points. It's just like really good. I like playing it at 3. And for the 1-ups, I of course play the one Elegant Egotist, since you only run 2 targets. 1 is really all you're gonna need. And the 1 Harpie's Feather Rest. I only play 1 because like you're trying to get over things as much as possible, and this is a good backup to recycle cards in the deck to get some draw advantage. You target 3 Harpie Lady or Harpie Lady Sisters in the graveyard, return them to deck, and draw a card. If you have a level 5 or higher, you get to draw 2 cards. It's basically a spell card form of Daigusto Emerald, just it has to target 3 Harpie Lady Sisters or Harpie Lady monsters. I wish it got targeted like spells and stuff, but it happens. And of course, it's only once per turn. You can only special summon wind monsters for the rest of the turn, which isn't too big of a problem for the deck, because then you can just make Draco Sack or another level 4 or rank 4 XE monster and you're good. For the traps, we of course play triple Harpie's Featherstorm. As long as you control a wind monster. It's a wind monster. I only ever play it from hand. But you can set it, and if you have a wind wing beast monster, you can activate it. If you have a Harpie monster on board, you can activate it from hand, but it negates the effects of all your opponent's activated monster effects for the rest of the turn. So like you can essentially wait for them to start trying to do something, and then shut their whole turn off just with this one card. And it does, if it's destroyed while it's set, does let you add Harpie's Feather Duster, but sadly we don't have Feather Duster legal here yet, so the secondary effect is kind of useless. It's a very, very, very good effect negation card. Next up, we play the double Hysteric Sign, or Hysteric Party, my bad. Discard a card, special summon as many Harpie Lady or Harpie Lady sisters, or no, Harpie Ladies as possible from the graveyard. Like, you could essentially have your whole board get cleared, end phase, flip this over, discard a card, and special summon 5 Harpie Ladies from the graveyard to go into either, for your Link and Xe plays. I feel it's very, very necessary to run this because activating this can be game for you. Because you just go into Boral Sword, make another big monster, and just go at everything you have for game. I play 1 Infinite Impermanence because I only have one. I would play at least 2 to 3 in the deck. Just playing 1 right now because I have one, might as well use it, and it can come in handy. And the last 3 cards I made are the triple Solemn Strike. Just helps clear things out of the way for you. That way you're able to just attack into things. And a lot of your, pretty much everything you have trap-wise besides the Hysteric Party is effect negation. So like you're able to stop your opponent from being able to play what they're wanting to play at that moment. So you can try to recur your resources to get game. For my extra deck right now, I'm of course playing the 1 Great Fly, 500 attack point boost for all wind monsters, -5 for all earth. If it's destroyed, get to add a wind monster from graveyard back to hand. Play the 1 Link Spider and the Proxy Dragon. These are for the Tomahawk play. That way I just have something to get rid of the tokens to make the bigger Link monsters and such, because like they all really need like effect monsters except for Sir Yugioh. And that's like the big play is to make the Tomahawk go into Great Fly with the Tomahawk and a token, get rid of 2 tokens for Proxy and 1 token for Link Spider, and you have 1 token left over. That way you're able to get that draw 4 effect off of Sir Yugioh, and just 2 good extra attack boosts for anything that's summoned under it. Next up, we play the 1 Borreload. It's just to get rid of things we are unable to destroy, or things that can't be targeted. Like you play Kozmos, just get the Dark Destroyer with that. Of course, last Link monster we play is the Boral Sword Dragon. This card's OP as fuck. Just gives you lets you get the OTK a lot sooner. For our Xe monsters, of course play the 1 Lightning Chidori, since all your monsters are level 4 wind except for the Ashes. This is a very, very easy to make, just to bounce that setback, bounce something to have face up on board back to the top of their deck. It's just good. Or at least for this deck, because it's really one of the very few things you can make it in. Of course, play the 1 Tornado Dragon to clear back row during your opponent's turn, or like if you are unable to open like the Harpie's Feather or Harpie's Hunting Ground, you're able to pop your Hysteric Sign to get that search at the end phase to set up for your next turn. Play the 1 Ice Beast Zero Frame, breakthrough skill for all your opponent's monsters on your turn. So it's another monster you're able to make that helps with the effect negation, and also gains attack points to cards face up on board. Of course, play the one Harpie's Pet Phantasmal Dragon because it saves all your Harpie monsters from being attacked or targeted at all. And it can attack your opponent directly. The only thing is, at the end phase, you have to detach one material. And it takes 3 to make it, so there's 3 turns where this is just... That can just be 6k right there, and you're good. We play the Utopia package, because everything is a 4, mostly, and it's very easy to make. And when you have that big monster that is hard to get over, you just bring out Utopia. Or if they just have that small monster and you need to do a mass amount of damage to get game, Utopia is your boy. And for my 7s, I play the one Mecha Phantom Beast Draco Sack. It gives you materials to link into if you have to. There's not really much you can because of the way I have my extra built up with this build. But you could also like make room for like nightmares and stuff to be able to do other random shenanigans. And it's just be free removal if there's something you're having trouble getting rid of. Also play the one number 11 Big Eye, because taking your opponent's monsters is really good, and if it's something you can't get over, just take it and then you're good. Like if you're playing Sky Striker, take the any of the Link monsters and just take it, that way they're unable to get Ray out from grave. And last but not least, we play Token Generating Boy number 42, Galaxy Tomahawk. Just 5 tokens. 5 tokens for just free Link summoning. It's just really, really good. Well, thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe down below for future content. We'll be keeping up to trying to keep up to date with new decks coming out with Savage Strike. Orcus deck profile will definitely be coming up soon. Haven't done one of those in a while. And catch you guys later.